Are you looking for the best smartwatches for women? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best smartwatches on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Apple Watch Series 11. The Apple Watch Series 11 nabs the title of best smartwatch for women overall because it nails a good balance of price, performance, and seamless smart integrations. The watch offers 2 material options, aluminum and titanium, and 2 sizes, 42mm and 46mm. The band comes in rubber, textile, or stainless steel. I tested the 42mm size with a white rubber band. While it was comfortable, if you're prone to skin rashes like I am, I'd recommend that you opt for a breathable textile band. The OLED display is bright and easy to read from all angles and gets plenty bright in direct sunlight. On the side, a haptic rotating digital crown controls apps and settings in addition to the touchscreen. This year's model introduces 2 new features, in addition to its impressive library of health tracking software, including fitness tracking, cycle tracking, and more. The first, called Sleep Score, synthesizes your sleep data and delivers a number that shows how well you slept and how rested you are for your day. It's not groundbreaking. Samsung first introduced its own energy score in 2024, and Fitbit offered its daily readiness score in 2021, but it's a nice addition to have on an Apple Watch. While Sleep Score is useful, Samsung still offers more robust extras like sleep coaching, which can help you practice better sleep habits. At number 2. Apple Watch SA, 2nd Gen. If you want a smartwatch but don't want to spend a fortune getting one, the Apple Watch SA, 2nd Gen, is a great affordable option. It comes in 2 sizes, a 40mm, 1.6-inch display and a 44mm, 1.7-inch display, so you can find one that works best for your wrist size. Simpson noted that it's a smartwatch that feels more substantial than other models tested, including the Apple Watch Ultra 2. It's easy to change watch bands, and Apple offers an expansive selection to find a style that suits your preferences. It also has a seamless setup and connection to the iPhone. Overall, it feels like the Goldilocks of smartwatches. It's slimmer and lighter than the Garmin smartwatches we tested, but it's large enough that it doesn't sacrifice on the display size. Because it's part of the Apple iOS ecosystem, you still get access to most of the perks of health tracking. That said, Simpson notes that there's no access to features like ECG, blood oxygen monitoring, and temperature sensing for cycle tracking and ovulation estimates. While the lack of temperature sensing for cycle tracking is a big drawback, it's not a complete deal breaker. If you're simply looking for a watch to track your steps and do the basic fitness tracking, this is a good option. At number 3. Samsung Galaxy Watch 8. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 looks sleek on the wrist, but its design isn't the prettiest. The watch features a distinctive cushion case, a classic style defined by its square shape and softly rounded corners, to match its rugged smartwatch, the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. The 1.6-inch Super AMOLED display doesn't fully cover the cushion, and it's slightly raised. Despite its awkward build, the technology under the hood makes it the best Android smartwatch for women I tested. You can take calls from the watch, download a Spotify playlist and access your favorite apps. It can pair with any Android device, whether you've opted for a Pixel or a Samsung device, though if you use a Pixel phone, you will lose access to a handful of features, such heart tracking extras and sleep apnea detection. Even so, I could still log my workouts, check weather at a glance and receive important notifications. If you use a Samsung phone, I also used my Samsung Watch to line up the videos I shot from my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, which was my main carry during testing. For health tracking, Samsung uses Samsung Health, an expansive app that offers body composition tracking, fitness tracking, cycle tracking, and a slew of other useful features. You can log how much water you're drinking and your food choices. So long as you stay on top of your cycle logs, menstrual tracking is pretty accurate. Samsung's latest watch also adds 2 new health metrics, antioxidant index and vascular load, alongside existing tools like Energy Score. The former estimates antioxidant levels, while the latter gauges heart health. At number 4. Garmin Venu 3. The Garmin Venu 3 is not only the best fitness option for women, but it's also considered the best fitness tracker by Simpson. While many smartwatches offer fitness tracking software, the Garmin Venu 3 was built with fitness tracking at its very core. The design is admittedly bulky and less discreet than other smartwatches, but Simpson noted her surprise at how lightweight it felt. Simpson spent 4 months training with the Garmin Venu 3 and noted that the recovery time predictions were useful and helped her plan her day, from suggesting the number of walks she should take to encouraging her to head to bed at certain times. It comes packed with more than 30 preloaded sports apps, including workouts and sleep coaching, which she found useful. Of all the smartwatches Simpson tested, she said this smartwatch was the one that helped her improve her personal fitness goals. Another useful feature? The Garmin Venu 3 offers cycle tracking, but keep in mind that as with other smartwatches on this list, you'll have to manually add this data into the Garmin Connect app. At number 5. Apple Watch Ultra 2. While most Apple users can get away with the Apple Watch Series 11, the Apple Watch Ultra 2 was built not just for fans of the brand, but also for those who want additional features and ruggedness. It's built for women headed into the great outdoors. Simpson noted that the strap felt very heavy-duty, and it was the sturdiest on her wrist during workouts. While the Apple Watch Series 11 has a 1.7-inch or 1.8-inch display, the Ultra 2 UPS the ante with a massive 1.9-inch always-on Retina display that gets impressively bright. There's also a rotating digital crown and side button, which are easy to use even through the sorts of gloves you'd wear while hiking or skiing, for example. It's also built to withstand dives of up to 100 meters, and works with Dive App Oceanic Plus. In short, if you're looking for a sturdy and versatile Apple Watch, this is the model to get. You get all the usual features found in watchOS 26, but it also comes with some unique features that cement it as the best Apple Watch if you're heading out to the great outdoors. The titanium watch offers GPS and cellular as standard, which comes in handy for important and potentially life-saving features like crash detection and emergency SOS. Its heart rate tracking was the most accurate of all the Apple Watches, too. At number 6. Withings ScanWatch 2. The Withings ScanWatch 2 looks like a dumb watch, but it houses plenty of smart features. The smaller display doesn't look overpowering on my thin wrists, and it's so subtle that unless you're actively using it to check health feature or step tracking, it's difficult to tell that it's a smartwatch. And, after plenty of accidental bumps, the display is still scratch-free. The Withings ScanWatch 2 keeps its health tracking features pretty simple on the watch itself. Open the accompanying app on your phone, though, and it shares step counts, distances and flights climbed. Like many other smartwatches I tested, the watch also offers sleep oxygen, sleep quality tracking and a sleep quality score, the latter of which can be broken down by duration, sleep depth, heart rate variations and interruptions. It's very useful, but again, you can't access this information without opening the app. The cycle tracking is pretty accurate, too, and the watch shares notifications about predicted cycle timelines, which I appreciated. The battery also was the longest of all smartwatches I tested, too. Whereas the Apple Watch Ultra 2 can last up to 72 hours in low power mode, the Withings ScanWatch 2 can last a month on a single charge. During testing, I had display brightness set to max and other power-hungry features turned on, yet I was able to get over 10 days before it went to 20%. Even then, I could have gone a few extra days before it needed to recharge. Under less demanding circumstances, I fully expect to see 30 days of use before the battery runs out.